21st of December, the two finalists were invited to Stein Studios. The toss and the revelation of the topic was on the agenda for the day. What the teams were unaware of was that we had introduced a little twist to the topic release. After both parties had made themselves comfortable in the boardroom, we released the topic. The toss was yet to come, so neither team knew which stance they would take. They were granted 15 minutes to go online and research the topic. What ensued was rather interesting.
We didn't expect this.
I kind of expected that you guys would talk about the apocalypse.
Yeah, I actually didn't know like this many debate.
Yeah, I think it should be a good topic. I think it's debatable because you get a lot of points on both sides.
Okay, yeah, it's always like 50-50, I think.
Still deciding.
Okay, still deciding. So
Yeah.
either one would be good as of now.
Yeah.
We would prefer to be the opposition.
Why is that?
Well, that's part of our tactics.
Anand seemingly picked the opposition, then claimed it was a tactic, while Lyceum decided the topic was balanced, so either position was acceptable. The toss.
Okay, now this is heads and this is tails. Who's going to call the toss?
Think of
Heads.
Ready? It's heads.
We'll go with the opposition.
And Lyceum won with so many picking the opposition. Litmal, the captain of the Ananda team, seemed elated, making us wonder, was his initial pick of the opposition really a guise?
125 years ago, Mother Ananda was established in order to create a well-educated, English-speaking Buddhist generation to the nation. And truly, she has been capable of fulfilling her objective by creating many great speakers, many great personalities such as Dr. N.M. Pereira, Professor J.B. Disanayaka, Mr. Yasantha Kodagoda, and many more to the nation. And we are proud to be here today representing Mother Ananda, carrying her legacy forward, representing Mother Ananda in this the Debater Challenge Trophy. And we are truly dedicated, we are committed. We work hard in order to bring this trophy to Mother Ananda and bring glory to Mother Ananda. Only the four of us might be in front of camera, but then there were so many personalities behind the scenes, behind our backs, helping us, motivating us. Our Venerable Mahasangha, then our principal sir, Colonel Mr. L.M.B. Dharmasena, then our teachers in charge, Mrs. Isha and Mrs. Ramya, and also talking about Damitaya, who is our coach, who is always with us, who is truly committed as much as we are, and who is always helping us, motivating us, making us go forward in everything we do.
Fellow citizens of my beloved motherland, we are in the process of recovering from a 30-year-old war that plagued our paradise. Team Ananda believes that the main reason behind this catastrophe was the lack of meaningful devolution of power, the lack of representation, and the oppression of the minorities. Therefore, we strive to achieve our vision of bringing governance closer to the people by abolishing the 13th Amendment. It's now or never. The primary burden that Team Ananda has to prove in order to win this debate is to show to the House that the 13th Amendment should be abolished and it should be replaced with a more devolved structure, with more devolution of power that goes beyond the 13th Amendment, since the 13th Amendment is structurally flawed beyond repair. What is meaningful devolution? In one word, it is autonomy. It is where these devolved units can take decisions that can affect their regions independently while sharing power with the center. The 13th Amendment was brought up to bring about meaningful devolution, but quite ironically, it fails to achieve its objective, and hence it must be abolished. it's not only Team Ananda who says this. According to the judgment given in INRE, the 13th Amendment, it says that the 13th Amendment is mere decentralization and not devolution of power. And why do I say so? The fundamental flaw in the 13th Amendment. According to Article 154(b)(2), the provincial governor who holds power over appointing the chief provincial minister as well as the board of provincial ministers is appointed by the executive president, who only needs 51% of the votes in Sri Lanka. And the provincial governor shall hold office as long as he acts according to the whims and fancies of the president. So this is discrimination at its best. And if you want to prevent an ethnic conflict from happening again, you will definitely side with Team Ananda. I'm Litmal Jayawardena, the captain of Ananda College. Well, the term captain is just a nominal post because all of our team members in this particular team are very strong debaters. So I'm not better than them or anything, just that you just have to give someone the post of the captain, so I had to take it. So, well, the thing is this, debating is part of my life. That won't be an incorrect statement to make, because like in my life debating has become a passion, because I enjoy debating a lot. I started off debating in 2010, and that was quite an accident as well, because one of my friends dragged me into one of the debating trials for our school team. And then, ever since then, debating has played a major role in my life. I have achieved a lot through debating, through my school, through debating for my school, and even debating for institutions outside of school. So, well, debating has made what I am now. As in, debating has molded me into what I am now. So I am extremely grateful and thankful to debating, because debating has developed me as a person, well, and debating has made my life more enjoyable. So what is the burden of proof of Team Kingswood?
So we have provided our reference materials, unlike you.
What? Exactly. So, sir, do you believe in centralized power?
Sorry, sir?
Do you believe in centralized power?
No, sir, we do not.
Talking about our after A-level ayahs who sacrifice their free time after A-levels to come and help us, and also talking about our ayah, Sandaru ayah, who is doing A-levels this year, but still he is so committed. And talking about our team, obviously, we all work hard like brothers. We eat together, we go out together, we do everything together. So we are bonded very much, and we are working so hard. And also have to remind of our Mallis, who always prepare opposition cases for us, who always back us, and who are always with us, helping us. Without all of these people, we won't be able to make it. And also talking about our friends who will always be there for us, who will always cheer for us. So we say that when we win this trophy, it's not only the trophy of 4 of us, it's the trophy of all of us. It's the trophy of Mother Ananda.
Ladies and gentlemen,
what was the burden of proof of the side proposition? It was to prove why the 13th Amendment should be abolished, proving how it is structurally and inherently flawed, ladies and gentlemen. But what was the burden of proof of the side opposition? It was to provide research material to this House, which is inherently redundant, ladies and gentlemen. And also, when we were trying to prove that this 13th Amendment is structurally and inherently flawed, the side opposition principally agreed to us, saying that, look, there are flaws, but we are trying to amend them. Ladies and gentlemen, we try to prove that as a side proposition, fulfilling our duty, that whatever the flaws in the 13th Amendment, whatever the flaws in the 13th Amendment, even if they are amended, ladies and gentlemen, it won't lead to the survival of 13th Amendment as 13th Amendment, because it is structurally and inherently flawed, ladies and gentlemen. So what we see is a side opposition failing to understand their burden of proof in the first place, and being impractical on the other hand, because they do not understand that once they are trying to amend the whole 13th Amendment, ladies and gentlemen, they are actually trying to abolish it themselves. And also, moving into the consequences of passing this motion, ladies and gentlemen, they said that this 13th Amendment has done so many things, and it was there for 30 years, and that is why they can't abolish it, ladies and gentlemen. But, ladies and gentlemen, even if the 13th Amendment existed for 30 years, has it fulfilled its obligation? Has it fulfilled its objective, which is to provide a solution to this ethnic problem, which was agreed by the side opposition itself? Ladies and gentlemen, the best solution for this ethnic problem in Sri Lanka, ladies and gentlemen, is to provide a political solution, which cannot be achieved by amending the 13th Amendment in the first place, because it won't be 13th Amendment after amending every single article in the 13th Amendment, ladies and gentlemen. And also, they were talking about the practicality of this motion, which they were contradicting themselves, because even they were trying to improve the existing system, and if they're talking about the practicality, they can't improve the system in the first place. For all these reasons, we see that the side proposition wins this debate. Discipline, determination, and dedication. That's what brings Anandians on this stage, to bring glory to Mother Ananda, to take this trophy to Mother Ananda. So what is the reason for the ethnic conflict in Sri Lanka?
Improper devolution of power, and that's why we proposed proper devolution of power by the improvement we are proposing, sir.
So throughout this debate, side opposition has been agreeing with the principles of side proposition. So as the opposition, aren't you supposed to contradict our ideas?
No, sir, we never agreed with you. We agreed upon an improvement of the 13th Amendment, whereas you agreed upon abolishing an improvement of the 13th Amendment, sir.
Exactly, sir. But why would you want to improve the 13th Amendment?